Stream elements. Bill 1949T is now live. Streaming DCS World, My Flight Simming, DCS. The Templaric Knight. Sup Bill.
Hello Templar, first of all, are you receiving me okay at the moment?
The Templaric Knight. Yep, I hear ya.
Okay, thank you. That might change. My sounds feel a bit different at the moment. They sound a bit low. So let me just check a couple of things before I carry on. I'm okay, but as you might have noticed, if I change the view, hold on. I'm in a tank. This is not likely to last forever, but yeah, I'm in a tank.
Oh.
Right, so let me do a couple of checks and I'll be back.
The Templaric Knight. I will be on in a minute, gonna get a drink.
Oh, that's great. Yep, good.
The Templaric Knight. I will be in the F4U1D Corsair, the best plane ever made.
Well, that's almost correct, in as much as the Spitfire was actually the best best aircraft ever made. Of course, I'm sure you didn't mean to say Corsair. You must have meant to say Spitfire, but we'll forgive you for the mistake.
The Templaric Knight. No, the Spit is a one-trick pony.
A lovely, beautiful aircraft, lovely to fly, gorgeous to look at. So I'm totally hooked by it. The Corsair's okay, but it's a bit sluggish, not very pretty, iconic, and of course a wonderful aircraft in its own right. Right, I have brought my mic up. I hope that's okay. The trouble when I'm in a tank, I can't just move my cursor onto the other screen. I have to Alt-Tab to get to the other screen, which is a bit of a nuisance, bit of annoying. But I probably won't be doing much in tanks anyway. Haven't got a drink yet. I better get one soon. I've got things to do. I'm still setting this up, but I can't get it to rearm. I might have to select a different tank. I can't get this one to rearm. I might have to use Discord if I get help from Laxor on this. I might have to get onto Discord because this doesn't have a radio, of course. Well, I mean it would have had, but in DCS it doesn't have one. I think for the sake of just getting going, I might choose the other tank.
The Templaric Knight. In DCS the ground units use smoke signal.
Oh, I'm sure they do, but that's not very practicable perhaps from our point of view. Okay, I'm going to swap tanks. If it'll let me. Yep, that's let me. And I'm armed in this one. I'm thinking that I might go down this direction if Laxor doesn't destroy these immediately. I might go down in this direction because it's not a ridiculously long journey. I bet it gets rid of them before I get there. Yeah, Laxor's got at least one of them. At least the smoke tells me where they are. I'm only in first gear, I think. I'm probably going to go everywhere in first gear. Yeah, so it could take me a while. And that wasn't the direction I should be going. Stop and see if I can work out the gears. I'll find out the key for the gears. Well, that's not moving the gear up. I'm stuck in D1, drive 1, I guess. Of course, it could be an auto gearbox, but I don't know. I don't think going there at this speed is ideal. So I'll stop again and have another little look, see if I can. But it says gear up and shift down, but it doesn't actually do what I expect it to do. Unless I have to push it a couple of times, I suppose. Perhaps I didn't push it more than once. Let's try again. X. Well, I think I did. So let's try it again. Unless, of course, it has to reach a certain speed before it will let you change up. Yeah, I think it has to get to the right speed because I've just got past about 10 miles an hour and that's put me into second gear. Third gear. Looks like it's only got 3 gears. My second car only had 3 gears. Column change, 3 gears. Ooh, is that someone shooting at me? I'm doing 32 miles an hour, so yeah, probably it only needs 3 gears because he's not going to do more than 31 or 32. But we're on our way. Provided these trees aren't too thick. Seeing a gap. I've probably got to cut round to the right a little bit afterwards, assuming I can get it through. I don't know if that's someone shooting at me or not. I haven't got my head tracking on. I assume it still works with a tank, but I haven't got it on yet. Okay, I can see the units that I need to be shooting at. Burning, some of them. I'm sure they must be shooting at me. Well, I hope they don't shoot me before I get there. That'll be a bit of a letdown. Keep moving my head to look around and I haven't got my head tracking on. Don't really want to stop at the moment with them shooting at me, assuming that they are. It might be the ones I'm going for that are shooting at me. Yes, I think they are shooting at me. I saw a gun fire then.
Stitch underscore 945 underscore. What am I seeing? Bill on something that's not a spit and not even a plane.
Well, they got me. At least I haven't got to worry about reloading it. I did get 5 BTRs when I was just sitting in its initial location. I got 5 BTRs on the convoy, so it's workable. So if anyone's just joined, yes, that's my tank. That was me driving it, me getting blown up by the enemy. The enemy being that lot. Hold on. I want to get the comms menu up so that I can use the mouse to point, but I can't do that now because I'm not in my tank because I'm dead. But you'll see a smoker just to the right of centre of the screen, and there's a number of tanks in a line there. Those are the ones that I'm going for, and they do return fire. In fact, they initiated fire. And yeah, Stitch. I'm in a tank. We can take tanks as well on here if we have the appropriate stuff. So I've taken a tank just to see, and we can also take the vehicle that's in the if we have a supply convoy coming in, we can take a lead vehicle, I think, on that and control the route of the supply convoy that's coming in. But there's loads that haven't been mapped.
Hey there, Bill.
Hello, Ghetto. Yeah, a bit unusual for me, innit? I'm clicking away as I usually do, and then click back. Otherwise, I think I spawn in a burning. Well, I don't spawn. I just end up back at my burning tank. I think. Yeah, I mean, there's an Abrams there, but I'm not sure why that's there actually. I don't know if they respawn actually either. So I'll see about taking this. I've got ammo, so that's all right. But I don't know what I'll go for. I suppose I could go for the convoy because that's a similar distance to what I was shooting them from previously. Let's go back. about to zoom in. I can't remember what I was using to zoom in. I changed it to Q, but I'm not actually seeing any vehicles. Oh, nice flyby. Who was that? It looked like a Corsair. So was that Templar Knight? Not sure what I'm looking at there. Can't zoom in anymore on that, but I don't know if that's one of ours or what.
The Templaric Knight. Yes, it was me.
Nice, and I'm quite pleased that I recognised it on that partial. Oh, and that was probably a P51. That was just very, very quick glimpses, so I'm happy that I managed to get it from that. I'm just trying to think whether these... I'm going to take a shot at one and see what happens, hopefully. What am I on? Oh, I'm on 12 mils. I don't want that. Oh, I've got to remember how to change the ammo now.
Stitch_945_. What you saw was my British Cloud 51p.
Oh, right. Oh, so that's good. I got the P51 and I got the Corsair on those extremely short glimpses, so that's all right. Oh, there's some stuff burning over there. That must be the convoy. I'll move in. I might take a chance and move in. Except I've probably got to start the engine. Right, why am I not going? Hang on. Oh, there we go. I've taken it off autopilot, but we're not going the right way at the moment. I can't remember how to zoom in. Oh, gee, the way they're taking them out, I might not have anything to shoot at. Ground's bumpy. Very touchy on the pedals. Yeah, gotcha, Zagato, gotcha. I might be shooting at wrecks, that's the trouble. I'm going to have to move in. Oh, that's not good. I think I'm fine seeing Ghetto flying backwards. Very touchy on the pedals. I'm trying to identify BTRs that are not burning or burnt out or whatever. Oh, that's the one I was going for, the one they just hit.
Stitch_945_. By the way, you should be able to zoom in and use your rangefinder if you want.
Oh, I'm sure there's loads of stuff I can do, but it'll take me like a couple of hours to get used to it or get the idea of what I need to do. I think I'm shooting at dead ends. Yeah, the live ones are right at the back there somewhere. I'll say that again, the live ones are right at the back there somewhere.
Ghetto Zebras. Hear me on radio.
No, I can't hear radio. For voice comms, it would have to be.
Spotting TGTS.
Oh, I've lost him. I looked away. Oh, there he is.
Ghetto Zebras. Visual on 2BTR back group. Ghetto Zebras. Oh no, I crashed Titan.
That'll learn ya. That'll learn ya. If I could zoom in, I'd be more sure of what I'm going for. I need them to stop moving. Very nice, Templar.
Stitch _945_. I'm going to sleep. See you sometime when you'll live again.
Yep, copy Stitch. Thanks for being there. Take care, mate. TTFN.
Ghetto Zebras. You know what, is there a way I can drop flares in the spit to mark TGTS?
No, you can't do that, but there has been the facility to mark targets with that little red cursor. You get, touch base with Laxor and ask him about that. I'm not dead sure that that facility is working again. I think it probably is, but he can perhaps explain on how to get it, whereas I'm struggling at the moment even to think what I'm doing.
Jeeve 79. Try the keybind for isometric view and target lock.
Oh, that's going to take me hours. That's going to take me a long time. So I'll have to just fumble around for now, Jeeves. But thank you for the offer. I can't even be sure which are live and which are not live targets. I can't zoom in. That's right, it was equals
79.
and hyphen.
An hour is nothing compared to eternity. Jeeve
Well,
79.
That's
Happy smiley.
That's very true, Jeeve, but the thing is, I probably won't be using this in the future. This is just a bit of fun for tonight anyway. I can't imagine me doing much of this in the future, so spending any time setting it up is, that's something else. I spent a little bit of time tonight, but I wouldn't spend much more than this.
Jeeve 79. Sorry, just trying to help.
No, I appreciate it. I do appreciate it, but for me, it would just take too long. There's one right in the centre there, but it could be a dead one. I just can't tell. And I still haven't got my head tracking on yet. That'd help. I think that must be a burnt out one right in front of me, to the right of the burner. Because I'm sure he'd have been firing at me by now if he was live. Ah, there we are. That one looks live. It ain't now.
Ceasefire.
Ghetto Zebras. In going to trial the Dora since it has spotting flares. Curious to see how it works. Might
Yeah.
be fun for shits and gigs.
Enjoy. Yeah.
G79. Head tracking with combined arms doesn't really work, by the way.
Oh, okay. I'll bear that in mind. Thanks, Chief.
BRB.
So there's still apparently some live ones near the front. I think that must be a live one, but maybe it's the angle. Oh, right, that got it.
Ceasefire. Target. Ceasefire.
2 left. Two left, but I don't know where. Is that one?
Up.
No, I don't think they're live ones that I'm shooting at there.
G79. Left.
Up.
Yeah, bearing in mind there's a 13-second delay, I'll try to follow your instructions. There's something at the bottom of those trees. I can't tell if it's live or not. Let's give it one. They're all gone. They're all dead. I'll try the head tracking just to see how it behaves.
The Templaric Knight. The Corsair is just too good with its 1K bombs.
I'm useless with bombs anyway, Templar. Whatever the aircraft is, I'm pretty bad with bombs. I am using head tracking now, and it is, but it's a bit odd because it very easily goes to the right, but not so easily goes to the left. So maybe that's what you meant. Okay, I could head sort of southeast for this lot. They blew me away last time.
The Templaric Knight. I can carry 3 1,000-pound bombs on the Corsair.
Geez, that's quite a payload, isn't it?
Ghetto Zebras. Very happy to be flying in the server this weekend.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Good to see you there.
Ghetto Zebras. Already had a nice flight with the top down in my spit.
Oh, nice. Making me feel like I want to get in my spit now. I mean, this tank is a bit of a novelty, but I don't suppose I'll be buying them.
You're gonna take out those BF-109S.
Yeah, good idea. Go enjoy. I've often, well, I'd say often, on the occasions that I've gone and had a go at them, I've been very reasonably successful at taking about at least one of them each time, and sometimes both of them, both of the 109s. Not zooming in. Why is it not zooming in? It is, but not very much. Ah, there they are. And they're firing at me.
Up.
Oh, I shot a tree down. Where's it gone? Where's my zoom gone? Losing the plot as to what does what. Oh, I need to be in that mode. My rounds don't seem to be doing anything. Nah, my rounds didn't seem to be doing anything. That's me dead again. It's my Spitfire calling me. If anyone's still there, by the way, I've only got these tanks on, or the forces, the combined forces, on trial. I haven't bought it, so that's why I'm using it a bit more tonight than I might otherwise, just to see how I can get on with it. I don't know that I'll buy it. I certainly wouldn't buy it at the moment. Maybe if it's really cheap on a sale, I'll buy it. I'm going to jump in my spit just to feel normal. There she is, just look at that. That's what I'm comfy with.
Request rearming. Copy. Rearming complete.
'49 Spitfire radio check.
Loud and clear, Bill. Loud and clear.
Lovely, thank you, sir. I feel at home now. I'm back in my normal seat. Did I prime? If I did, it's going to get flamey. Yeah, copy that, so.
Okay. So I think they must have hit my radio before, so I had to reslot for it to work. I was surprised to see you were in a tank for so.
Well, I've only got it on trial for a couple of weeks, so I thought I'd give it a reasonable shot. The I got some stuff. I mean, I got about 5 BTRs. I went for the tanks that are sort of southwest of the airfield, but I seem to be firing at them. I'm sure that I should have been hitting them, but I was doing no damage at all. But of course, they eventually blew me up.
Yeah, they do fire back up.
But they were firing before I was. Wrong button. They were firing before I was. I think I've lost my Echo 19 sound again. Yeah, I might have to leap out and redo my Echo 19. It seems to have reverted back to the other sound, the old sound. Well, the new sound, which isn't as good as the old sound.
Odd. I wouldn't have thought it would be able to revert as such, would it? You have to replace files for that to happen.
Well, they say if you get a DCS update, then, you know, do that. You'll need to do it. I didn't have a DCS update, but I did do the repair at the end of it when it said you're already up to date, do you want to repair? And I said yeah. So maybe it's some files in that, because it always does some files when I say yes, repair it. So maybe something in there affected it.
Okay, yeah, if you did a check and it didn't, and you say you did the repair as well, then yeah, it's probably pulled and sort of tried to make the files the same as the server, but you've obviously replaced some of them as part of Echo 19.
Yeah, so I've got to put that back, but I think I've got to close DCS to do that, if I remember right.
You might have to. I mean, you should. Yeah, because it probably loads them in at the beginning. It probably loads them in at
Okay, Ghetto, do you copy? Are you on radio? This definitely doesn't sound right, so I'm going to have to do it at some point. What's the time? Am I going to do it now? No, I won't worry about it. I'll do it at the end. Perhaps I'll do it at the end. Get at least one flight in, and then perhaps I'll look at Echo 19. Low frame rate. I'm down at 16 to 20 at the moment.
Yeah, Warhawk was complaining that his had dipped a little bit. He went down as low as 315.
Oh, poor chap.
And
What the hell's he running?
well, I think 315 may have been a slight exaggeration, but yeah, he is running something substantial.
Mine, I thought, should be at least capable of dealing with this normal stuff, but oops, I'm all over the place because I'm not looking what I'm doing. not sure if I hit a bomb crate. Have I got damage? Okay, I think I got away with it, but FPS is down to 4, 9, 24, 22. Oh, good grief. I haven't even poured a drink yet.
Ghetto zebras. What's the highest you've taken the spit? I haven't done much high altitude.
I think I've taken. Sorry, wrong button.
Ghetto zebras. 2x. Ghetto zebras. The drink that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a drink because I'm a little bit dry now. Highest for the spit. I think I've taken it to 20, at least 22,000, maybe 25. That might be fun to do now, just to see. At least maybe up. Sorry, wrong button again. At least maybe up there, I'll get better frame rate. 49 Spitfire 08 for takeoff now.
The LF starts to suffer over 25k.
Yeah, well, so it
Ghetto
may have been as high as 25,
we
but
have a supercharger in this puppy, right, or higher alt.
yeah, I've never sort of got into switching that on, obviously, so I don't normally get that high. Right, I'm going to go.
I've taken the Corsair up to 45k.
$45? Sure. That's a surprise, although I'm not into the Corsair that much, but I find that surprising. Oh, right. I suppose using the engine management properly, this one would go higher. Yeah, that's high. That's ridiculously high. Way higher than I would have imagined it to go. That's higher than our current like long haul passenger liners fly. The LF, yeah. Now I don't use the supercharger, so at what altitude should I start putting the supercharger on?
14k.
Okay, thank you, Templar. I'll give that a shot.
Ready for contact. Ready for contact. Ready for contact.
The light came up, so I'll put my supercharger on.
Bit of disorientation through the clouds.
Disorientation. I've not gone through any thick cloud yet. I haven't gone through any thick cloud at the moment, so I'm alright.
I just went through a big one. I thought it would never end. Just staring at my gauges.
I'm at 2100 now, roughly, or just gone past that, and she's still doing okay, and I'm using the gauges. I did experience some cloud. I'm at just over 23,000, and she's not climbing so well now. Well, I heard that. It sounded a bit odd, but I heard a radio check.
That's me, Tampa.
I'm at 26,000, and my speed is struggling to keep up. I'm struggling to keep a climb rate.
Yep, that's because it is a LS model, so it's like lower altitudes, not higher.
Yeah, yeah.
Got me that visual.
I'm approaching 27.
Yeah, the U.S. planes and German planes, they love altitude.
Yeah, yeah. 27. About 190 miles an hour, climb rate of just over 1. It has picked up by careful flying. It does pick up 190 miles an hour, about approaching 28,000.
I'm climbing at like 200 knots at like 2,000 feet per minute.
I have to think about knots.
34,000. Still climbing. 220.
It was at 24.
Got me.
I've just got to 28,500 feet. Climb rate has dropped substantially, but I'm trying to work it. 28,500. $29,000.
On the F310. Sounds crazy.
Constantly watching the instruments for this. Approaching 29. Okay, 29,000, 180 miles an hour, climb rate of 2. Just went past the 31,000 mark. Who's that? I'm not going to look at the map. And did you mean to shoot me, or did you crash into me? Or did my wings just explode because of the altitude?
Down.
I'm RTB. With big holes in my wings. As whoever it was passed me in their jet, that's when I got the noise and lost a lot of wing surface.
Well, I just saw, whilst we're getting shot at, saw something explode a bit behind you.
Yeah, I'm really not sure what occurred there.
I think he bumped into you.
But it's both wings.
His left wing is all shot up looking.
Oh, okay, so maybe it's just the damage model shows both damage on both my wings, even though obviously it only clipped on one side.
Oh, he might have tapped you underneath on both wings.
Oh, possibly, but I saw him go past on the starboard side.
Based upon where you are on the map, it's not impossible you took a hit from a SAM.
Actually, yes, I've just looked at the map again, and yeah, that's not impossible at all.
Warhawk says his radio's out, but he did put something in.
Did what? What Hawk says he did what?
Sorry, I hate the way that the different windows being visible stops you from using push to talk, because it absolutely hamstrings any ability to communicate. Warhawk was saying in chat, in my stream chat, that his radio got taken out, but in DCS chat, he was saying he got hit by a SAM.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, because I wasn't concentrating on where I was going, I was concentrating on how high I was going.
Right.
Did get to over 30, over 32, I think. Certainly over 31.
You can go higher than the rated surface ceiling on your planes, but past that's where your performance really hampens.
Yeah, and you have to manage it very carefully anyway. When you start getting up to those altitudes, you've got to manage it carefully just to keep it from losing out on airspeed and stuff. But certainly you would want good wings for that, wouldn't you? So yeah, Sam got me.
It's a little bit harder on the spit because you only got 2 axes to trim compared to 3 on the American plane.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I use just a little bit of appropriate rudder and appropriate elevator, and that seems to work all right. Apart from the Mosquito, on the Mosquito I do apply some elevator trim, which works nice for takeoff.
I'm at 22,000 right now, and I'm still on my first stage in the supercharger.
Ow.
I've only used the neutral, because it's got neutral, stage 1 and stage 2.
Okay, well I
Corsair. Neutral's good up to like 8,000 feet. Put in your first stage, and that's good up to 25,000. Then from there, stage 2 takes over, and it can go all the way up to 40.
For anyone at Mosdock, okay, I was going to say Warhawk was on finals for emergency landing. Emergency is passed, shall we say.
okay, my engine just quit, so I'm hopefully going to glide in. I'm at what? I'm at 9,000 feet, so I'm just hoping that I can now glide in.
Roger.
I'm gliding in with wings that are very holy. Yeah, I've got no eyes on the airfield at the moment, so maybe I'm not going to make this.
And
You
confirm
might
wings
be
are
able to
very
make
holy.
it if you could feather your prop.
Yeah, I should have done that straight away. Of course, that doesn't get replicated in the graphics, does it? It doesn't show the prop feathering, but I've pulled my prop pitch right back. I think I'm too far away now and too low. I'm at 5,000.
I just hit 26, and I'm still in my first stage. America, baby.
Yeah, there's horses for courses, I suppose.
$28K, still first stage.
Bill
Daddy
49
on escort
RTB
mark.
emergency landing, but I'm not going to make
At
it.
work, I'll pull up with the squad for your next stream. Add me on Discord tile 45.
No, there's no way I'm going to make this now. I'm at 2,000 feet and I'm still quite some distance from the airfield. So it's going to be a pancake for me.
Set her in the field.
Say again.
Set her on down in the grass.
Yeah, without wheels, because if you put your wheels down in one of these on the grass, she's almost certainly going to nose over. So it should be a walk away, but it'll be a long walk away from the airfield.
Nicely done.
Yeah, we're down safe. So that was obviously surface to air. But what a wreck. I mean, that messed my wings up and my tailplane, engine, messed everything up, that, Sam. So I'm happy that I got this far, but it's a pity I didn't get home. Okay, see you in the naffy, chaps. Okay, if anyone copies 49 on 124, I'm going to get me a drink now, because all this time I haven't had one.
Alright.
Copy that.
Okay, I'm back, but thinking about it, I think I'm going to redo it. Oh yeah, Ghetto, is your copy?
I do.
Can you give me a quick reminder about how we reinstall Echo 19? We just grab the folder and drop it into, is it games, saved games?
Let me quickly take a look and I'll remember.
Not sure if I wrote something down about it somewhere, but if I did, it's covered up on the by the DCS window. I can have a look at my desktop shortcuts. I think we just have to take that folder that I've got saved and drop it into saved games and the route through.
Yes, make sure it's on your main drive, your C drive, and it's through your username or whatever.
Username?
Save games through whatever your name is.
Yeah, save games. That's what I was thinking. But I'm going to see if I've got a. I don't know if I made a document and put it on my desktop. I'm going to have a quick look, but I can't see it at the moment because on that screen it's covered up by DCS. But I can have a look on the other screen in folders.
Yeah, it's in the DCS saved games in there, and you go to mods, tech.
That's it. That's it. Mods tech. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir. I'm going to do that.
In tech.
I think I have to restart DCS afterwards as well, don't I?
A quick restart wouldn't hurt, just to be safe.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, I'll lose comms for a minute then whilst I do all that.
Ghetto Zebras. Windows C, Drive, Users, your username, saved games, DCS, mods, tech.
Yeah, great, got that. Thank you, Ghetto. I've just pasted it in, so I'm now going to close DCS and
Ghetto
come back.
Zebras. Sweet.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back. Okay, DCS is restarting. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back and I'm going to go back in and see if I've got the sounds that I should have for my Spitfire. I've got myself a beer. It's just a well, we call it a lager top for our friends from the USA. I don't know if you would call it this. We call it a lager top. It's basically a lager, but you put half inch or an inch or so of lemonade in the glass before you pour the lager in, and it just gives a little bit extra for those with a sweeter tooth. I thought they call it a lager top. I don't know why they call it that. Well, it's taken a while to paint away this water and put taxiway etc. in its place. Full 9 Spitfire radio check.
Request rearming. Copy. Rearming complete.
Okay, taxi. Taxi. I have to remember there's a bomb crater at the end of this taxiway which I hit last time, unless they repaired it, but I suspect not. Okay, so perhaps I have repaired it. Oh dear.
Ghetto Zebras. I took some hits last sortie. Ghetto Zebras. Our engine was too cold, it almost seemed.
Yeah, well, I mean, that could be the case. We do need to close. In fact, I didn't But closing the rad flaps at high altitude, I suppose, is something I should have done and I didn't. By the way, Ghetto, by the way, I've got my sound back okay now. I'm not sure if that was for a check or not, but I got something. I was busy, sorry. 49 RTB, coming in on 08, got a bit of damage. They must have got one of my tyres. Both of my tyres, not one of them. I thought it got a bit bumpy.
Very damaged, but we made it.
Yeah.
Surprised I didn't lose my engine.
Pushed the wrong button for all that. Yeah, I probably got damage to my prop because it was a bit wobbly, so prop out of balance would do that. So now I'll get repaired. I'm on the south edge of the and I've just realised I'm talking on the stream instead of, I'll say it all again for the third time because I just pushed the wrong button yet again. Yeah, I think my prop got hit because it seemed a wobbly and was out of balance perhaps. Got holes in my wing. I'm on the south edge of the runway. I'm going to get repaired.
Request repair. Copy.
So, as you're repairing currently, would you be able to have a look at the resources on the airfield?
Yeah, sure. I'll take a look. You have to remember what I'm looking at. By the way, yeah, Ghetto. Yeah, they got your starboard tyre. That's flat. I'll look at the resources.
Yeah, click on the airfield, hit resources, and then if you look at the rockets tab, rockets tend to get burnt a lot quicker than the other supplies.
Copy that. Stand by. Okay. I've clicked on the radio button for rockets. Yeah. Sorry, I was speaking on the wrong button again. Yeah, that's the radio button for rockets. Not sure if you spoke, but I did get a click. For the most part, they're very nicely stocked, I think. I'll heat frag the S8 com heat frag, they're 67 out of 200. That's the lowest, I think, over from a quick scan.
Anything below 100 would be enough to trip.
That's the only one, I think, that's below 100. Hydra 70s are down to 134. Everything else is looking pretty good. In fact, the 4.5 inch M8s are very good because they've got 211 out of 80 out of 200. They've got extras. Yeah, Ghetto, you've got some bullet holes in your engine area as well. Fuselage near the pilot. Wings, of course, and of course a flat tyre.
Ghetto zebras. Yeah, had a bad wobble in flight.
Yeah, so even if they didn't hit your prop, it could be that they hit your engine and that was out of balance. Well, there's still a couple of, or rather there are again, a couple of active 109s. I think I might pop down that way.
Yeah.
Ghetto, I see you have a bomb on board. Would you prefer to do a different target other than dogfighting the 109s with a underslung bomb?
I can get rid of it real quick.
If you got something else in mind, I'm happy to do that. But there's not a lot left on the map, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the bomb off and just put a little bit more fuel in.
Copy that.
Be advised, I think there are a few things left on the map that are still active.
There's a few, but most of the stuff is gone. The convoy's still there, of course, or a new one is. But I wasn't going to go for them. I'd just been to them and they shot me up a bit. So I think perhaps an air target might make a nice change.
Gotcha.
Good to go.
Yeah, copy that, Ghetto. Stand by. What are the orange circles that you're near with Jeeve, Lexel?
They're just the ones I've marked that could present a problem if we do a convoy. Most of them are covered. Although, to be honest, it's only if you really want to shoot at them. They're BTRs, but they're the only ones that would give an immediate threat.
Yeah, copy that. Ghetto, what do you fancy, ground or air targets?
Go after the 109s real quick if you want.
Yeah, I like this plan. Hold on a minute, I'll have a sup of my beer and I'll be ready.
There's a couple planes down.
Okay, break off. Throttling up. Hang on, have they gone? They should be in the ECAT area, but they're not to be seen.
Well, they do tend to get bored sometimes. I've still not quite worked out how to keep them.
Okay, right, so that's not a target. Perhaps we'll come and join you with what you're doing. We could carry on to the insurgents. Are they still there?
I think there's probably some still there.
Copy that. I mean, if not the insurgents, there are probably still some BTRs in that area. Oh, can you Adam and Eve it? I got repaired, I didn't get rearmed. I just used the last of my 7.7s, I got nothing. Okay, so I can do absolutely nothing. I'll head back and perhaps get armed.
Copy.
Got a severe frame rate drop just then for a few seconds.
Yeah, that was probably the Mark 82 bug that destroys all the trees in a God knows how big a radius.
Oh, right. That's really annoying, the fact that I got repaired but didn't get rearmed. Oh!
I've done this, we can trigger a convoy, call that as a last action if you want.
Yeah, if you like.
For me, I just realised it's 3 o'clock.
Geez, that shot by. Gonna ease a bit more south of the convoy there, Ghetto, just in case they decide to have us for breakfast. 49 south edge of runway for rearm.
Request refueling. Request rearming. Copy. Refueling complete. Rearming complete.
Lexor and G, be aware we are on the south edge of the runway for rearm. Actually, I've just had a thought. If we're going to hit a convoy, protect a convoy, I think I might swap to something with rockets on. So for me, that's going to be probably the Mosquito.
Okay.
Right, okay, so Ghetto, I'm swapping to a Mosquito. I feel fine to do your thing with the spit, yeah?
Copy.
Request rearming. Copy. Rearming complete. Run the starter.
Ghetto, as you're faster than me and probably more predictable on this, would you like to take lead? Didn't have my radio on. Yeah, so Ghetto, being as you're going to be faster than me and you probably more predictable on your takeoff than I am on this, so would you want to take lead?
Copy.
Notice you have a bomb again. I assume that's intentional, is it, for troops and stuff?
It is.
Super. Okay, once you start rolling, I'll start winding her up.
Copy. Running it off.
Copy. My frame rate dropped to 4 on takeoff. That is not good news, and I've now got 2 bent props. It's 317. I'm not sure. By the time I got started again, I don't know if it's worth it. That's your thoughts.
Do a hot start.
Say again?
Do a hot start. Take a, instead of choosing a slotted aircraft, just take a, click on dynamic at the top and do select mod stock and then select the Mosquito. Preload it and hit hot start. And you'll just be sat probably at the eastern end of the airfield, but you'll still just be able to do a taxi and take off.
Oh crikey, that's not something I usually do. So, hang on, let's do it, hold on.
Hey guys.
Hey. Uh, 124 Bill, just in case you got your radio on you.
I have now, but I started off with a frame rate at less than 1. It's now gone up to a massive 8.
Yeah, we've got a few people, but sort of around myself, Dave, Just as a point of note, that slot that you took, when that screen comes up that you select the aircraft and the loadout, there's a checkbox at the bottom right of it that if you put a tick in it, it will make you a hot start because you're a cold start at the moment.
Oh, okay, but there's a shortcut for hot start. I thought that's
If
what
you
you meant.
release slot and then reselect the dynamic, and then it will remember the last aircraft you selected and the last loadout you selected. So it should just bring up with the Mosquito with your current loadout, and then put the tick box, put the check in the tick box, and then whatever the button is, spawn, something like that, brief, fly, and then it'll come in and it'll be hot start. So just make sure you got your throttle down before you come in, otherwise you'll be skating across the runway.
Yeah, but I'm all ready to go. There's a keyboard shortcut for hot start, isn't there?
Well, no. The keyboard shortcut is just an automatic start. The hot start will be your engines will be ready, running, good to go.
Surely that's the same thing.
No, because you spawn in and they're running, whereas the automatic start is you spawn in cold and then the game starts the aircraft for you. When you do a hot start, everything is preset and you spawn in magically running.
Oh yeah, no, I get that, but I mean, now that I'm here, I might as well use a keyboard shortcut, surely.
Well, once we finish talking about it, it'll probably be about the same. But if you release to come back in hot start, then you'll be good to go straight away.
Well, everything's slow at the moment anyway, because I've got such a extremely bad frame rate. Can you remember the shortcut for auto start?
The default is Windows Home, I think, but the actual right Windows Home, which most keyboards don't have a right Windows key anymore.
What, just that on its own?
No, right Windows key and Home. But more modern keyboards don't have the right Windows key, so people have to remap it to like the left Windows key.
Might be quicker to remap it and then do that so that it's available to me. Stand by.
Bill, just release the slot and then select the slot again and hit hold start.
Yeah, that's what Axel was saying, but oh, hang on. Okay, well, it didn't remember my loadout, but I've put that on. I did the hot start thing, but I've got an exceptionally bad frame rate. It's gone right up to 11 now. I'm assuming you're receiving. Okay, receiving. Radio check, 49 radio check. Four-nine radio check. Four-nine radio check. Four-nine radio check. Four-nine radio check. Phone line radio check.
Ghetto Zebras. No copy.
No, it says I'm transmitting, but it's not.
Ghetto Zebras. Radio bug on that spawn maybe.
Yeah, Laxor was saying mosquito artifact, but the point is, even if it was all working okay, I've got 6 FPS. I'm not going to be flying it with that frame rate, so that's going to be me done. But I can't tell them that on the normal radio. Okay, 49 radio check, Spitfire.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I've abandoned the idea of carrying on really, and certainly not in the Mozzie. That seems to take more resource. But I've just jumped in a spit, so I've got voice contact. That's all. So that was most of the time. Even now, I'm at 15, 14 FPS, that sort of thing. But it was down to 4 and 5 earlier on.
Yeah, it might be an artifact of the boxes that are around. Maybe I'll decrease the amount of time they're allowed to exist on the field, so that might cut down the average count.
Yeah, maybe. But it's now 3:30, so I'm not going to push it any further. But it was good. There was some good stuff tonight. The tank was interesting, if nothing else. And I've got it for this week at least, or for this weekend. I suppose it'll expire before Friday, won't it? But because I'm getting it on Friday, it should expire on Thursday, I suppose. But that was fascinating, and it's an interesting aspect of it.
Isn't it 2 weeks to get it on trial for?
Well, yeah, but I got it today, so 2 weeks will finish on Thursday of next week, surely.
That'd be 1 week.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry. I was just thinking 2 weekends. Yeah, so I'll have it for the whole weekend next week. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I'm not thinking right.
Oh, convoy's taken fire from... Oh, who's that? Who is that?
Got infantry on the ground.
Yeah, I'm getting destroyed by bloody Eagle Dynamics who keep remapping.
There's something to your northwest of your current position. There's a red item there. Maybe that's what we're shooting at, yeah? It's a flak 18.
The issue is that whenever I fire, the first time I jump into a module, whenever I fire a missile or something, the camera snaps to the missile. So if I'm on a low level strafe, all of a sudden my camera is not where I am.
Oh, that's not good.
And it's if you ever get it, you have to use right control plus to clear them to clear that default. But you only know it's set when you pull the trigger.
That's helpful, yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna fold now for tonight because say it's 3:30. We're an hour over our normal time, so I'm gonna fold for now. But say there was some interesting stuff came out of tonight. Anyway, it's still good. I think I spoke over you.
Ghetto Zebras.
No, it's just
Good flights, Bill.
Yeah, there was some good fun there. Good fun there. And it was nice to fly out together with you there, Ghetto. So perhaps tomorrow night we'll be more lucky with that side of it. But I do also really need to perhaps give the tank another little try to give it a decent run.
I think we're taking fire from AAA over here.
Okay, for anyone receiving on radio, there's been some good flying tonight, good fun, and it's been a bit special because of the tank, like the new tank aspect of it for me. But I'm going to fold now and catch everybody hopefully tomorrow night. Take care all.
Yeah, take care, Bill. Have a good one, man. Catch you tomorrow.
Yeah, take care. Catch you tomorrow.
Thank you. TTFN.
Ghetto Zebras.
I'm going for the AAA that's over here. I'm not sure if the convoy is going to make it. We can always request another one.
Yeah, catch you tomorrow, Ghetto. Thanks for being there tonight. It's nice, good fun flying there. Take care, mate. TTFN. And for the sake of anyone else still on my stream, still watching, thank you for being there. Thank you for being there still. And we'll be flying again tomorrow night. Laxor's still there as far as I'm aware. He hasn't gone just yet, so you could jump on Laxor's stream on Twitch, which is Laxor Borosilicase, or you'll get him by searching for Laxor LAXXOR. And you can go and watch them as they carry on. I think Jeeve is still there, and they were doing stuff for the convoy. So by all means, go and join them. But in the meantime, I'm going to close my stream, and anyone that joins us tomorrow night, I'll see you then. Thanks for being there. Take care. TTFN.